Welcome back to Inner Wellness Us, where we dive deep into the psychology of attraction, relationships, and everything in between. Have you ever wondered if a woman is thinking about you long after your conversation has ended? Does she replay your words, smile at her phone, or stay up late lost in thoughts about you? In today's video, we're breaking down the clear signs that a woman is thinking about you all night. These subtle but powerful behaviors can tell you a lot about her feelings. So, if you've been curious whether you've made an impact on her mind, stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this. 1. She messages you late at night. One of the biggest signs that you're on her mind is late night texting. If she's reaching out after hours, whether it's a random message, a funny meme, or a deep conversation, it means she's thinking about you instead of sleeping. Women don't just text anyone late at night. If she chooses to send you a message, it means she wants to keep you in her thoughts before she falls asleep. Example scenario. Imagine you're about to sleep, and suddenly she texts, "Hey, are you still awake?" Or "I just saw something that reminded me of you." That's a clear sign she's been thinking about you all night. She remembers small details about you. Another major sign is how well she remembers details about you. If she recalls something you casually mentioned weeks ago, like your favorite food, a childhood memory, or an upcoming event, you're clearly in her thoughts. When someone keeps replaying conversations in their mind, they naturally remember even the smallest things. This means she's not just listening to you. She's thinking about you long after the conversation is over. Example scenario. Let's say you once mentioned your love for a particular coffee brand, and the next time she sees you, she says, "Hey, I found that coffee you love. I had to try it." That's a sign she's been thinking about you in her free time. She stalks your social media. Ever notice that she's one of the first people to like your posts or watches your stories almost immediately? That's no coincidence. If she's keeping up with your online activity, checking what you're posting, and engaging with your content, it's a strong sign she's curious about you and wants to feel connected, even when you're not around. Pay attention to whether she leaves comments, reacts to your posts, or brings up things you posted in conversation. If she does, you're definitely on her mind. Example scenario. You post a throwback photo from a trip, and she comments, "Wow, I didn't know you went there. Tell me about it." That's her way of keeping the conversation going. 4. She talks about you to her friends. A woman who's thinking about you a lot can't help but talk about you to her close friends. Whether it's mentioning something funny you said, discussing your personality, or even asking for advice about you, it means you're occupying space in her mind. If her friends start acting differently around you, giggling when you're near, or teasing her when your name comes up, it's a major sign that she's been talking about you when you're not around. Example scenario. You run into her friend, and she says something like, "Oh, so you're the guy she keeps talking about." That's your confirmation right there. 5. She finds excuses to call or see you. If a woman is thinking about you all night, she'll find ways to hear your voice or see you again. Maybe she randomly calls to ask a question or suddenly needs your help with something trivial. This isn't about the reason itself. It's about the fact that she's looking for ways to maintain contact because she enjoys talking to you and wants to feel your presence. Example scenario. She calls you saying, "Hey, I just remembered. Do you know a good place to eat in this area?" Even though she could Google it, she chose to ask you. That's not random. It's intentional. 6. She gets nervous or excited around you. When someone is thinking about you constantly, seeing you in person can trigger nervous excitement. She might play with her hair, adjust her outfit, or even blush when talking to you. These are subconscious signs of attraction. If she gets flustered when you compliment her or seems extra energetic in your presence, it's likely because she's been anticipating seeing you all day or even all night. Example scenario: you greet her casually and she stumbles over her words or nervously laughs at everything you say. That's her mind reacting to the emotions she's been processing all night. 7. Her goodnight texts feel personal. If she sends you a message before bed, especially something personal like "sleep well" or "I had such a great time talking to you today," it's a major clue that you're the last thing on her mind before she falls asleep. A woman who's thinking about you all night will want to make sure she stays connected to you, even if it's just through a text. Example scenario: you receive a message at 11:30 p.m. "I hope you had a great day. Sweet dreams." That's her way of letting you know you're in her thoughts, without saying it outright. And there you have it, 7 undeniable signs that she's thinking about you all night. If you've noticed any of these behaviors, chances are you've made a lasting impression on her. But here's the real question: how do you feel about her? If you like her too, maybe it's time to take the next step and see where things go. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Inner Wellness TV, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Also, drop a comment below. Have you experienced any of these signs before? Let's talk about it.